You announced today a partnership with UAE for a light combat fighter specifically. Can you talk to me a bit more about what you plan to develop in partnership with UAE?
So today we signed an intergovernmental agreement according to which the two sides have agreed to work at design and creation of a fifth generation of fighter, of light fighter, combat fighter. That's not fast because it takes quite a long period of time to develop. Because it postulates about 7 to 8 years to go. And presently, Rosabron expert with investors, which is Объединенное авиастроительное, will start the preparation of the contract, which I hope will be signed before the end of this year.
Wonderful. Where are the target markets you anticipate for this fighter?
Well, first of all, we anticipate production, local production of here in the Arab Emirates for the needs of the Emirates, and of course for the neighboring countries.
Okay, terrific. We've seen relations with the United States and Russia challenged to some degree, particularly when it comes to co-development and cooperation in defense. Do you see that changing with the new administration?
Будет ли изменение, как вам кажется, в этих отношениях? I still hope that the relations between Russia and USA will be much better than today. First of all, because President Trump represents big business, and business means economic interest, first of all. And economic interest will always prevail over political. On the one hand, of course, they are thinking of some profits and revenues to make, but nevertheless, still, by the end of the day, this will positively impact the political relations between the two countries.
Okay, great.
So I hope that our relations between Russia and the United States will improve. And this will naturally impact the political climate, the global political climate.
Okay. And do you envision better cooperation between the countries, even extending to cooperation in terms of development for defense systems?
Possibly yes, why not? Because, for instance, we've been cooperating and still cooperating with the Boeing company. Though, to be quite candid, we are mostly providing and manufacturing spare parts for civil aircrafts. But the alloys that we have jointly created, and we have a joint production facility which is working at creation of modern alloys of titanium. And we have created 3 such alloys already. No analogs in the world for them. And today we own 50-50 with them, the intellectual property for the alloys. Certainly the alloys will be used for military purposes too.
Great. Rostec has named China as a market of great opportunity for growth, target market. What sort of opportunities do you see with China?
China has always been the closest partner for us. We've sold a lot of technologies and licenses to China. At some point we sold the Kalashnikov weapons. And then Su-27 fighters, also this production. tanks.
Поэтому мы продолжаем с ними
So we
сотрудничать.
continue cooperating with them.
Сегодня у нас подписано
Today
соглашение
we've signed an agreement
совместном создании тяжелых
creation
транспортных
of
самолетов.
heavy transport. It's wide body, long haul transport carriers or jets,
Тяжелого вертолета.
and also heavy helicopter.
То есть у нас не только
So
поставки
it's not only
готовых
supplies
изделий,
of ready-made products to China,
но и
but also
мы передаем и
we are
наши
transferring
технологии. our
technology. Okay, wonderful. And I know Rostec took over Russian armor production pretty recently. It's one of a number armored production.
Это бронированное производство бронированной техники. Ростех.
One of a number of markets that has now fallen under Rostec's umbrella in terms of defense systems. What is the future in terms of primary focus areas in the defense market for Rostec? How much expansion do you anticipate beyond where you are now?
Какое, может быть, вы видите расширение дальнейшее?
Вы имеете в виду, наверное, Уралвагонзавод,
Maybe you mean Uralvagonzavod, the facility that manufactures tanks.
Yes.
Кроме этого еще есть Курганмашзавод,
Besides, we have
Kurganmashzavod
for infantry vehicles.
Эти вот
Production.
машины, кстати, БМП-3.
Those infantry vehicles, we also number 3. We used to be selling here to Emirates, and we continue modernizing and overhauling
Вообще танки и
tanks,
броневая техника,
and the armored technology is very popular.
Здесь страны залива,
here in the Gulf countries,
absolutely,
Юго-Восточной Азии,
and in Southeastern Asia,
в северной части Африки.
in the Northern Africa.
Кстати,
By the way,
военные действия против
current military activities against the Islamic State, ISIL,
сегодня вот осуществляет Россия,
which Russia currently is undertaking in Syria, has demonstrated our capabilities and potential of this technology. Though our armored technology is not involved there. But as for aircraft, aviation and ships, have proven to be quite effective.
Yeah.
And our missile group also. So that's why those military activities have positively impacted. It was, advertisement free of charge, free promotion. So they were quite positive for our sales.
Yeah, absolutely. You've spoken, in closing, there has been prediction of great growth in terms of revenue for Rostec. Can you talk a bit about where you anticipate that growth coming from in terms of specific markets and areas?
Конкретно будет рост этой выручки происходить в основном?
Основная, конечно, продажа вооружений.
The biggest part, of course, is weapon sales.
Потому что у нас пока на сегодняшний
Because
день
70% of the companies we have are mostly defense companies, and 30% civil.
Поэтому, конечно, хотим мы не хотим,
of course,
основной объем выручки,
the main part of the main contribution, of course, is made from the weapons sales.
Продажи не только на экспорт,
Not only exporting, but also domestically, because the Ministry of Defense of Russia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Поэтому за счет этого,
so that is why we are expanding, but we also realize that it will not last forever.
Yeah.
So
that is why by 2025 our objective is, in accordance to the strategy that we have developed and approved, to make the civil production share up to 50%.
Okay, to balance.
Presently, the civil share is about 25-30.
Okay, great. Okay, final question.
I know
Rostec,
Я знаю, что Ростех,
I believe, has the majority of the defense business in Russia. Is there room for other players? Or
оборонного бизнеса России.
How much opportunity is for the rest of the industrial base in Russia?
Остальным промышленным производителям какие остаются возможности?
Дело в том, что у нас далеко не вся военная промышленность.
Well, we don't own the whole of defense industry.
У нас еще есть большие холдинги.
We have some other big holdings,
Объединенная судостроительная компания,
like Объединенная судостроительная, which is ship construction, a big ship construction. They cover all shipbuilding companies of the country, and also aviation construction company. They cover all aviation and design bureaus and companies, and a number of other smaller companies which produce spare parts.
Это достаточно широкий круг
Quite
предприятий.
a big number of a wide range of companies.
И они должны быть обязательно, в противном случае мы не сможем производить.
They should exist because otherwise we will not be able to produce things they do.
Потому что Ростех не
Because
в
Rostec
состоянии охватить всю
isn't
промышленность.
capable to cover it all.
Да, у нас где-то порядка,
Well,
наверное,
yes, we cover about
70%
70% of the market.
вот. Если говорить об авиации,
Speaking
да,
about aviation, for instance,
большую часть комплектующих
the
мы
biggest part of
изготавливаем.
spare parts are
Это двигатели,
engines like
это авионика,
and avionics
это титановые
and
изделия,
titanium products,
это различные авиационные
and
агрегаты,
different aviation
вооружение.
equipment and technology,
Это в том числе вооружение,
including weapons and armaments,
композитные материалы.
composite materials.
Поэтому объединенная строительная компания, она в
So,
основном осуществляет
aviation
сборку.
company mostly assemble the spare parts.
Great, wonderful. Well, sir, thank you so very much for joining
Большое
us.
спасибо.
Appreciate it.